see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt, you gotta play my next syringe. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow the whole budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Oh, that's a very good run there by Najee Harris, who can take it inside. He can get to the perimeter. He can do it all with his build and his speed. This is a guy coming out of Alabama who did everything for the Crimson Tide. That's why Pittsburgh took him in the first round. Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
Second down and 7. Out of the gun, McDonald. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They go play action with McDonald. Sliding out of the pocket. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield on play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ernest Jones in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Breaks through the contact and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 55. Silver. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this time he is in. Yes. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's McDonald. They'll roll him out right. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Let him know. Watch out. Hey, we're 33.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You don't see too many quarterbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mayfield off the play fake. This is the tight end, Njoku. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Oh, he bowls home, and he'll take it into the end zone for Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's McDonald to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well,
Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. McDonald sets to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. DeForest Buckner. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Chubb will have the 1st down and much more. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Chase McLaughlin for the Browns field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Chubb will get the call running left. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Dancing to his left. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He can't get him down. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Working with a 2nd and 4. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is McDonald. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. McDonald. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run with Harris, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Looking to throw. McDonald got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Peoples-Jones returning. Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Rumbling past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there. Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McDonald. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Escapes the sack. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They had him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And powering through at the 35. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mayfield going up top. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And just not quite enough gas in the tank, down to the 4-yard line, but still a sensational effort.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. 30.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 26. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation